Fresh Baked Disney, the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. I am your host, David. My wife is here somewhere.
Hi. Did you say good morning?
No, I said good evening.
Oh, okay.
Wow, we're off to a great start. Fresh Baked, we're here on a Friday night. It's a Halloween party. Well, it's not a party night. It's a Halloween night. Halloween festivities are happening. We're at Disneyland, getting in some extra show tonight because we got a few more Halloween things that we wanted to cover for you guys this week before the lady takes a few weeks off. At least, maybe months. This may be the last. Well, no, I think we're going to see you next week a little bit.
One more Saturday.
Yes.
Not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, like the 12th, I think. And then whenever you do night runs, I can do it.
All right. Well, we might be doing some night runs again this week later because next week we're taking the weekend off because that's our baby moon. Yay! We're taking the weekend off, so we got some.
50th birthday.
Yes. Oh yeah, is that for my birthday?
Yeah. Well, you're gonna go golfing. Well, I'm gonna get Italian food.
Happy birthday to me. So Fresh Bake, we're on Main Street, Disneyland, on a Friday night. It's late. We're I guess our first stop. We're gonna do some Halloween stuff. The plan is to look at the Halloween tree, maybe see that dance party they do in Tomorrowland. Maybe, what was the other thing we're trying to do? Oh, maybe meet some characters.
Oh yeah,
if we're lucky. And we're also gonna get some food, which is what we're doing right now because it's a Friday night and that means we eat.
And possibly fireworks.
And possibly fireworks. And that's the first thing we do usually on a Friday night is eat. Plus, maybe you're hungry, right? I mean,
yeah, I'm sorry.
Go eat some food over here.
It's been a rough day.
Are we looking at Rancho del Zocalo?
I think so, because that's like the one thing we haven't tried that's Halloween.
Well, we haven't been there in a long time anyway.
And that too.
Yeah. So let's go to Rancho del Zocalo. Okay, I'm still trying to get. Wow, it is crowded. Doesn't this feel? It feels pretty crowded, right?
It's pretty bad.
You know, I'm walking through Main Street right now, heading towards the castle, and I keep thinking I'm expecting Christmas for some reason. Let's go this way.
We're not there just yet.
I know, right? Like, because this happens to me every single year. Once we do the Halloween party, I feel like Halloween is over. And now I'm ready for the next thing. Yes, I'm all ready. I'm going to start talking about Christmas on Twitter real soon.
Melody's like that.
Real soon.
When Melody says right when it hits fall time, it's Christmas.
Yep. I got a jacket on today. That means it's Christmas. You know, as we were walking in, I realized that sometimes we take these things for granted. Just how wonderful Rancho is themed. We've got this really authentic looking mural here. It's very like Zorro-esque, right? The landscaping, the beautiful signed entranceway here. Matter of fact, let's take a little walk. Let's take a look through Rancho and see all the beautiful things that we can find that you may or may not even notice while you're having your tacos. Ice cream sandwich, which looks like brains, but it's not. And that is what I'm shooting for, I believe. It's the long forgotten duelist tacos. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is about Rancho. The taco line is always 8 hours long, and then nobody's in the enchilada and chicken line.
I want to go and get something with there, but we need to stay here, so it's like, all right, I'm just going to stay here. And
I mean, what's up with that? Maybe you know what? Sometimes I wonder if it's some people don't know that you can switch over. Like they think that that's one line for everything, right?
I don't know, but can you get the tacos over there though?
I don't think so. All right. Well, those I guess are the dueling tacos.
Right here, yeah.
I suppose. Now,
Yes.
good fortune for us. They were actually in the enchilada line, so we got to get out of that
Yeah.
line, which is great.
We got busy too, so we
I know,
just
right?
missed it.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like the picture that they have that I've seen. The plating was quite a bit different, but it looks interesting. I can't wait to try it.
There's a lot of veggies going on. It said pickled veggies, so we got
the pickled veggies are back, but what is this going on right? Okay, the shadows here.
That's a cauliflower. That's pickled.
Underneath the pickled onions, I guess is what.
I don't
What is
know.
underneath that?
I don't know. Like maybe a slaw,
My
a cabbage.
shadow. Okay, what's that?
That looks like peppers, red onion. This one looks better than that one.
Wait, are these two different kind of tacos?
Yes.
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
There's two different
There's
kinds of
beef, and I
tacos,
think beef and
and they're dueling.
right. Magic. Bubble magic.
Liz went with a standard enchilada plate, which is great.
I'm gonna mix all of that and then dip it with my cheese. I'm so
You
excited.
got some cheese. We also got this guy. We did get the pan dulce. What's it called again? Ice cream sandwich. Pan dulce ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, I think so, pretty much.
It looks beautiful. I don't want to eat it as usual because
I
it's too
love
pretty.
these type of Mexican cookies.
It's like
Oh,
bread.
it's like or sweet bread, Mexican
Yeah, it's
sweet
like bread.
Oh,
But it
it's
makes
so
a nice
good.
hat for our dessert.
So what we're gonna squish it down, and then we're gonna take a bite. Thank you.
I have literally no idea what I'm eating. I mean, I'm guessing there's. I can't identify any of this. It's too dark, and I don't have the description in front of me. So I'm just gonna. That is very interesting. I don't know.
When he says that, I just don't know what that means.
It's fajita meat basically. It's ground beef, so it's not like asada.
No.
But I still can't identify most of the other flavors that are happening there.
So is it good? Oh, okay. Try the chicken one.
If I can find it,
There's so much pickleness happening, like I don't even know.
there's a lot of food here.
Yeah.
I'll never be able to finish all this. I think they called it butter chicken.
Butter chicken. Okay.
They don't describe any of that other stuff on there other than it's pickled vegetables.
Yo, you like that one more?
Well, it's not necessarily the chicken. The chicken is what it is. It's chicken. But it's all the other stuff that goes with the chicken that I'm enjoying on this more so than that.
Okay.
But again, I'm looking at the thing. It just says braised butter chicken. It doesn't describe any of the other elements that are in there. And I don't have a refined palate for that kind of thing. And there's also there's refried brains in there. Kind of like it's more like a tostada.
Right, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Well, it's time for this thing. How are you supposed to put that in your stomach? That looks impossible to eat. You are gonna.
Oh, it's
Oh my
soft.
God, she murdered it.
It's so soft.
It's like all bread. You can't even,
Holy crap, that's so good.
everybody at Rancho heard you.
That is so good. It's like the best ice cream sandwich I've ever had in my life.
It's brains. Do you believe it's brains?
No.
It would be better if it was brains.
It tastes like a birthday party.
I want to have a birthday party.
Try it.
Did you get any of that in there?
It's just Cool Whip.
Yeah, I know. I got some of that on mine. I'm gonna have some of that.
All right.
There's cinnamon. That's cinnamon on top.
It's like a sweet sugar per se. It's not cinnamon per se.
It tastes like cinnamon. This is really delicious. You're right.
It's probably one of my favorite things here so far for the Halloween season.
Holy heck.
That I could just eat the bread honestly because it's
Yeah.
so good. I told Mexican sweetbread man. Are you gonna tell a secret?
One of the complaints that I have about a lot of Disney desserts is that it's just the ice cream that you're eating. Like so many, like the shakes and the loop-de-loop and the other things that we tried. We're like, well, this is good. It's because you're eating delicious ice cream.
But
that's not what's happening here.
No.
The actual dessert
is the actual Mexican
is the actual
bread.
the sweet bread.
There's a name for them,
that's
and I always
really
forget.
Cool. I'm digging that.
It's really, and
it's too much.
The ice cream is good. How much is it?
It's too much for a person. You know, it's a big dessert. It's really delicious, isn't it? Yeah. I'm glad we got that. And you know, by the way, the dually tacos were really good. It was a lot of food for you can share that for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just
one taco per person, perhaps. This was a good dinner. I enjoyed this dinner quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're looking to do the Halloween stuff, this is a good place to go. Get the dually tacos, bring a friend, share it with them, share this thing, which I keep putting in shadow because I'm standing right behind in front of the light. Oh, she just eviscerated that brain sandwich. She's going for the ice cream now. What happened to the sweet bread? What a great idea dinner at Rancho ended up being. That was fun.
I love cheese enchiladas.
You want cheese enchiladas? Yeah. Thumbs up, like I said, on the Duelist tacos, and the Pan Dulce ice cream sandwich was a revelation.
So
I am really digging like Latino desserts lately because I'm digging the what is that I've been liking lately? Tahini on everything.
for me, I know there's a lot of chocolate lovers, and I love chocolate. But if I can choose between a chocolate cake versus that, I want that.
Yeah, all day. All day.
And like my sister and dad are like, no, it's chocolate all the way, and I'm like more like my mom, I guess. I like the vanilla ice cream and like the caramel.
Yeah, what's wrong with vanilla?
I don't know. I love people that don't like vanilla.
Hey, listen, right over your shoulder, baby.
I want to grow my own.
That's a Halloween tree.
Like, I want to grow a Halloween tree.
Now, we talked about that a long time ago on Fresh Bake, back in the day.
I remember the cartoon movie.
The cartoon movie?
There's a cartoon movie called
did they do one?
Halloween Tree.
Yeah?
Based on the book
Right.
and so forth.
Well, let's get a good look at this guy.
Okay.
And I'm going to give them a little bit of history, a little bit of backstory about the Halloween tree. You bet. Look at that beauty. It's kind of breathtaking, isn't it? Like,
I like to be under it and just pretend like I'm like out in the woods.
Like you're in the tree, in the real tree.
Yeah, I'm just like in a different atmosphere. Like, I love Disneyland, but I want to like take it and like go to like the East Coast really quick and.
I mean, it's we'll get a good look at there in a minute, but I'd love to see this from I don't know what it is. Why am I such a sucker for lighting effects? So this really works for me. Just this one sort of lone thing out here in Frontierland. It really stands out. It's beautifully presented. Now, a lot of people know a little bit of the history, at least, about, because I should say some might think it's just a random tree that they decorate for Halloween every year. But it has, there's history. The tree is inspired by, I guess, Bradbury, who's a science fiction writer. He was writing science fiction really before that it was even a thing in the 70s. Yeah, it was kind of a new thing. People weren't really writing that kind of stuff, and he wrote a story called The Halloween Tree, which is basically it's a history of Halloween.
I have not seen the movie. In years.
Halloween as it's told in different cultures, different time frames. So it meant a lot to him. Obviously, he's science fiction horror kind of thing. Fahrenheit 451 is a book that he wrote. Right. She's looking at me like, see, the young folk today, I knew of it because he wrote that in he wrote The Halloween Tree in 1971.
Did he really?
Yeah, I know, right? But Fahrenheit 451 is probably his most famous book. They just recently tried to make a movie out of it with the guy from Michael B. Jordan. What's the Rocky? He's in Apollo. He's Creed.
Wasn't he also in Black Panther?
He Killmonger. That's right. Fans of our show probably know him as Killmonger.
Yeah.
He was in that movie.
Yes.
Didn't do very well.
Yeah.
But that's basically it's inspired by a Ray Bradbury novel. So they hang little pumpkins throughout the tree. You can see a couple of them there hanging on the branches. There's one right on top of my head. It's pretty fantastic.
You can tell my list this year.
Of
watching the Halloween tree.
Oh, well, I don't even know where to find that, the short or whatever you're talking about.
You can find it on Amazon. Maybe we have to rent it, kind of like how we do. But I don't remember it that well.
Well, hardly anybody does. Now, here's the cool part. Again, Ray Bradbury's before most everybody's time. You got to be an old fogey like me, really, to even he was kind of before my time too, because I was just, a couple years old.
You were a kid.
I was just a little, so I didn't read him. I didn't learn about Fahrenheit 451 until I was much older. But he was a huge Disneyland fan. He was friends with Walt. He really loved Disneyland, which I find kind of humorous. Well, I don't know if humorous is the right word. I think it's neat that somebody whose bread and butter is science fiction, horror, could have that sort of. Also, he has that whimsical side.
Well, that's like us. I mean,
sure.
I love Disneyland, but I love me some horror.
Yeah. So. Well, he would consult with Walt sometimes on attractions here at the park. He even helped. If I remember correctly, he might have even helped with the design of Spaceship Earth.
Oh, okay.
At
Epcot. Tomorrowland or something.
Yeah. He's not gonna do anything. Yeah, he's not gonna design a ride for you, but his is more about aesthetic, perhaps, in terms of that design. But I thought that was pretty interesting that he has a very close. A lot of artists, like Salvador Dali was another one who had a very close relationship. Okay, she's looking at me. He's the melting clock guy.
Got it.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I learned that too. One of my theater classes.
Yeah, so like you didn't, you know him by his art, but not necessarily by his name.
Right, correct.
But anyway, it's a different thing. But he helped actually. I think he tried to do something with Disney also.
Okay.
Sidetrack.
What year was he though? Wasn't he like?
Dolly?
Yeah.
Well, he was around in Walt's time. I mean, he consulted on.
Clock guy?
Yeah.
Huh? I thought he was like more like. 60s.
It seems like he would be. Yeah, it seems like he would be.
His stuff was like before his time, I feel like.
Well, he was already an established artist by the time, he started collaborating with Disney.
I got you.
So he would have been in the 40s and the 50s probably. Yeah.
Oh, my brain's nice. Okay.
Let's look at this tree some more.
Okay.
Railroad and then come across like the shooting range and Mexican.
So we got a plaque here, which I kind of don't remember seeing this plaque last year because we came by here last year on the way out of Haunted Mansion that one time. On our way out of the park, we stopped by here. That was our only visit to the Halloween tree last year. We kind of rushed it, but I don't remember seeing this plaque here.
I think I do.
I mean, it's been here in years past, but for some reason I thought they didn't have it out here just last year. But this is sort of a dedication on the night of Halloween 2007. I wonder if they had just installed the tree that year.
Probably. That's probably why it's plaqued.
Yeah.
This is 2007. Is that? Well, I mean, they've been doing Halloween forever, but maybe this is like when. Hey,
how's
hi.
it going?
This is when they probably had the Halloween tree for the first time.
Yeah.
This is 2007.
Just 2007.
But obviously they always. I mean, do they always do like Halloween, like a pumpkin? Like what year did that start?
The Halloween thing is a fairly new tradition at Disneyland.
So maybe that's when Halloween, and Mickey's Halloween party.
And I'm new as in maybe not even 2007. Yeah, it might even be after that.
Because I know for a fact, since the...
No, I take that back. They were doing it. Rick Dees did a thing, and that would have he did a thing for Halloween at Disneyland, and that kind of started it, if I remember correctly.
And what year was that?
Rick Dees is.
Well, he's been around for years.
He's in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Morning. Yeah.
They got some art on here. That's kind of neat.
I think this is from his book.
Yeah,
right?
The illustrator who did the book did these pieces.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it is on my list. Now they have a version, like a kid version of the Halloween tree. We'll read it to Sophie too during Halloween time.
There is? Really?
So?
Why do I feel like you're crazy?
But I mean, I watched the cartoon movie and it was I think it came out in the maybe 80s and it was a kid's movie.
Really? Well, I mean, it was kids. Kids were the subject of the story, and it wasn't necessarily super spooky.
No, it was like saving a Halloween tree.
Well, right. The tree, I think the tree was some sort of conduit for them to learn about the history of Halloween.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny, as we talk about this, I keep in my mind, I just keep imagining something with Charlie Brown, like a Charlie Brown style cartoon.
No, it's not. It's weird animation.
Yeah.
It's very. It's like Pippi Longstocking, the cartoon.
Sure.
No. Okay.
I only know
I'm trying to think of another cartoon.
the real Pippi.
I mean, it's definitely old school animation though.
Well, we'll look into it. Maybe I have already found it, and I got clips in this video. Wouldn't that be neat? Halloween tree's pretty neat. It's an unexpected thing, an unexpectedly fun Halloween themed thing that you can find in Frontierland.
It's what makes Disneyland Halloween.
Well, and that's an interesting thing because this is one of those things where we feel like, oh, Disneyland, they've been rocking that tree for decades. I wonder, what Walt was thinking when he decided to make a Halloween tree. And it's 2007. 2007.
10 plus years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, we got to go over to New Orleans Square. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!